So today we're going to talk about maximize earnings with B2B affiliate marketing. And we're going to take it from two perspectives, from the brand and the partnership perspective. And we'll share a little bit about that. I don't think I can introduce myself better than what Dustin did, but I guess as a reference, I have been an affiliate at sales-marketing.co, basically a website I started, ran into so many issues being an affiliate that I ended up building my own network. So that's how Reditus got started. And if you're on the B2B SaaS side, check out the podcast as well, which I'm running.
Yeah, and I'm going to represent the brand side. So again, I've been working in this industry for quite a while, been very focused on B2B, a lot of B2B SaaS for the last 4+ years. So work with all sorts of clients, lots of different experience, and I'm going to kind of come to this conversation with Joran from the experience of some of the brands that we've worked with and what's worked, what hasn't worked, and just some of the suggestions we have for everybody in terms of how to kind of build a foundation, a strong foundation for a program, as well as, when you are ready to grow, when you are ready to scale, what are some of the key things to focus on?
Yeah, yeah. So to summarize, we're gonna wear two different hats virtually. I'm gonna be the affiliate/partner, and then Jason is gonna be doing things from the brand side, just to make things a bit more interactive. Alex kind of explained it already, but this is like how affiliate marketing works. And if we purely look at B2B SaaS, this is the funnel where you create demand yourself. Ideally, you want people to sign up. If you have a freemium model, a free trial, it could mean that they would never move to paid, right? But once they move to paid, you're going to receive a payment on a recurring basis. It's that simple. When you're going to look at affiliate marketing within B2B SaaS, then basically it's going to work like this, where an affiliate is going to drive traffic towards your site. Then the flow remains exactly the same. So you need to convert them into a sign up, into a paid client. And when you receive a payment, you agree the commission with the affiliate. And then from there, the recurrent aspect will go on based on the agreement you have with them. We will dive a bit deeper into that as well, but just I guess as the basic understanding before we dive in.
All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about, just to set some context, affiliate marketing for B2B SaaS brands and why it's important. Why, if you haven't looked into starting a program, you certainly should. So number one, and I think this is something we all kind of understand about affiliate marketing, is it tends to be lower risk. It is performance. So if you think about trying to make the case to the C-suite or to a CFO to get a program started, I mean, there's no better channel or no better avenue to help grow revenue, grow leads than an affiliate program if you're paying out a commission of sales, a commission of revenue. So certainly that low risk piece is one of the biggest, I guess, things that draw people into the affiliate space. So number two is that you really can influence prospects during the entire buying journey. So one of the great things about affiliate is there's so much variety and diversity of different partners that work, that work with different brands, that if you're looking for upper funnel partners, influencers, people that are seeding content, you can certainly find many of those partners. Or if you're looking for kind of more lower funnel partners that are really helping to convert into sales, there certainly are those folks, and everybody in between. So that's the one thing I would always say about, if affiliate marketing, specifically on the B2B side, is it really can be a full funnel channel, which is really important in B2B, especially as the purchasing journey, or the time to purchase or to complete a purchase, can range from a day, or up to months, and even years sometimes. So number three is just what you guys would expect, right? Access to someone else's network and reach. So you're working with partners that have done a lot and have worked over a lot of time to build relationships with their audience, and their audience or their community comes to them for recommendations of, the best B2B SaaS, the best, software out there. And so if you can tap into these guys who already have that credibility, it just streamlines and makes it a lot quicker than you having to go and create those relationships and develop those relationships with those specific communities. And then last is just, this is something that I think is really, really important, is just activating your current network and partners. So I think one of the mistakes that we see with a lot of brands is that they come in and they basically want everything new. So they want new partners, they want people that aren't connected to them, they want people that aren't working with them, they want people who aren't advocating for them. That to us is kind of the wrong approach, right? You should start with your close circle and work your way out. So people that are already talking about you, people are already your advocates, your current clients, current consultants that are referring your company. I mean, those are the people that will jump in, know your brand, and can get started pretty quickly and start driving you even more qualified leads. So we're gonna throw it over to Joran to kind of talk about the same thing, but from the partner perspective.
Yeah, there we go. So I guess like the first thing to start, like why should partners, affiliates, how we're gonna call them right now, like why should they join, right? And especially B2B SaaS programs, higher ticket prices. Like I think if you compare, of course, B2B against B2C, it's gonna be higher ticket prices. So I think that's definitely one. And when you dive a bit deeper into that, purely because you're focusing on software as a service, which means is people are paying a monthly or annual fee to get access to a software. It also means it's going to be recurring revenue for the SaaS company, and if you do rev share, it's also going to be recurring commission for the affiliates. So have those two combined, it's going to be a really good way to grow your revenue for as a partner or affiliate. Um, and SaaS in general, right? If you focus on like big SaaS companies who do everything in English, who have a big reach, like the potential for an affiliate is going to be really big because if you focus on like a tool which could be almost purchased by anybody, right? Like if it's going to be a meeting taking tool or a meeting note tool or anything like that, the scalability is going to be really high. So if you write good content, if you're able to run good campaigns, then it's going to be opening up a big market for yourself. And I think the other one, if you look at it from like the affiliate side, partner side, as in SaaS companies tools can be complex, right? So there's a great opportunity to create tutorials, to create reviews, to create case studies, to create content around how to use a certain tool where people will find you, and it's bottom of funnel. So people are trying to already use a tool like this, and then you can give them the guide actually how to do so. And once they click on your link, they purchase the tool, they're more likely to stay with the tool and also pay for it. So there's a lot of opportunity for content wise, just because B2B SaaS is a bit more complex if you compare it to B2C. So I think like we split this up into two pieces, foundation and growth, just to make sure that the foundation is there before you really start growing a program. And I think I'm going to start with this one. So just going to ask Jason a question, like, do you think affiliate marketing is good for all B2B SaaS brands? And like even, for example, early stage startups who have less than 10K monthly recurring revenue?
Yeah, I think I think in general, B2B affiliate can make sense for most B2B SaaS companies. I think the challenge is if you're trying to launch and develop a brand through affiliate, that's a difficult thing to do. So I would always suggest, let's get some campaigns out there, get some learnings, do some testing through some other channels, through some paid channels where you can get learnings pretty quickly. And then you can come back and you can have proper landing pages, you can have proper user experience, you can understand where conversion happens and how you can optimize conversion before you really push affiliate. So whether you need to have 10K MRR or 100K MRR, that really depends on the brand. But I think you do want to go out first, to kind of develop your brand a bit before you bring in partners to work for you. And the worst thing you can do is have partners jump in, promote a brand or a product that doesn't convert, and they'll leave and never come back. So you want to make sure that you're set up for success and that you're set up for success from the start.
Yeah, because when I look at, for example, the partner side, the affiliate side, to put that hat on, like why would I be recommending a SaaS company if they haven't really be able to solve themselves, or if they don't have any indeed like good conversion rates, but they don't have, for example, case studies, reviews, a really clear ideal customer profile, because they're still trying to figure things out themselves. So as an affiliate, you always want to join like the good programs, right? Or at least the good companies where they already figured things out, meaning they already know exactly how to sell, which is going to make sure that the traffic I'm sending is going to convert a lot better.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean that affiliate can't be a great channel to test campaigns, to test offers, to test creatives, but you don't want it to be the first testing channel that you're working with. You want to be you want to have some insight. You want to have an idea of what works before you jump into it.
Yeah.
All right, so jumping into the next thing. So, question for you, Joran. Around resources. So why, as an affiliate or a partner or a publisher or whatever, the word we want to call you, why are resources and support specifically so important for a B2B affiliate program?
Yeah. I mean, again, the it's more complex, right? As in, it's not as easy sometimes to start recommending. Often already SaaS companies have run, hopefully, campaigns themselves. So why should I invent the wheel? I guess if they already know what is working and what isn't. So if they already ran paid ads and they know exactly which visuals convert really well, or if they already have done content or email campaigns, and they already have like text I can use, like I would like to know what is working and what isn't, so I can start generating referrals, and ideally, of course, paid referrals really quickly. So the more you're able to provide me, the quicker I can get started and the quicker I can generate paid referrals.
Yeah, and then from the brand side, one of the things that we certainly see is, being able to set people up with both resources plus assets. I think one of the biggest reasons why we have prospective new clients coming to us looking for our services is that they thought they would launch a program, it would be in Reditus or be in one of the other marketplaces or platforms, and it would just kind of run itself and sales would just come rolling in by itself. Unfortunately, affiliate marketing is a relationship game. And while technology can automate a lot, it can't automate relationships. And you do need people, you do need assets to be able to help build those relationships. So it's really that kind of mix, that combo between assets and people to really support partners and to be successful.
Nice. Conversion rates. Uh,
Uh-oh.
I guess Alex mentioned a bit already as well. Like, why are they, I guess, understanding these so important? And I guess, like, why is it important to have them within your foundation, I guess?
Yeah, I think it goes back to kind of what we talked about on that first slide about, having paid clients and doing a bit of testing first. Is you want your landing page, you want the user experience to be fairly optimal when you're jumping into affiliates. You don't want to kill those relationships with affiliates before you really actually have the chance to develop that. So think about some of those paid channels as ways to learn quickly and then share some of those learnings with on the affiliate side.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you look at it from the affiliate side, right? If you are sending traffic towards a brand and they're not able to convert it, and they're using you as a guinea pig, then most likely you will stop sending traffic. You will leave, and then nobody is going to be a winner there. So I would indeed want them to test things themselves first, figure out what is working, and make sure that the conversion rates are as high as possible. So when I send traffic to them, then I know that they're going to do the best what they can to actually convert it into a paid client. Because in the end, I would only get paid if they receive a paid client. So conversion rates are crucial to make sure that I'm staying with a brand.
Yeah, and there's a couple more things on conversion rates is they give you a sense on, how to budget and how to set targets. So you can start with, how much traffic you expect, how many partners you expect to bring in, and then kind of work down from there. And then as you're starting programs, conversion rates or expected conversion rates give you an early sense on how you can expect performance down funnel. So anytime you talk about conversion rates, it's not only that initial conversion rate to whatever you're trying to drive, whether that's an account sign up, free trial, or a sale, but it's that conversion rate through your own funnel, which is key, right? Because especially programs that are focused on, bringing in trials, free trials are great, but if they don't convert down funnel, then are they great? So those are things that you need to understand. And if you're working with partners that are over indexed versus, internal or, business conversion rates, or ones that are under indexed, you can have those conversations and optimize and make adjustments accordingly.
Yeah.
All right. So realistic goals. So, this is a performance-based channel, Joran. So why is it even important for brands to share their goals and partners, share their goals with partners, and even to have kind of goals and align on that stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess this is a bit different if you really look at affiliates and partners. But I guess, like, as an affiliate, you kind of want to know what is expected from me, right? What am I doing good? But I guess also, um, like, yeah, how do you say it? Like, you can do a lot as an affiliate to kickstart things, as in you could, for example, run paid ads to your own site and then drive things forward. So you kind of want to know what is expected as an affiliate to do well. So, for example, to get more commission, because in the end you start often with an initial agreement, and if you reach certain goals, then you can actually get a better deal, right? So having things up, knowing things up front is going to help you to also motivate the affiliates.
Yeah, and then on the brand side, I mean, this has been an absolutely and crucial thing for us talking to new clients over the years. And many years ago, when B2B affiliate was more in its nascent stages, it was difficult to project out what you could expect from different clients. And as myself and our agency had less experience, it was difficult. We've been doing this for a long time now and have kind of figured out the formula based on the type of brands of what we can expect. And usually what you can expect short term is not what the CFO or not what the CEO or any of the executives on our clients team, it's not what they want to hear, because affiliate does take time. It does take time to set up a program. It does take time to recruit and activate partners, and then to be able to scale. So it really, really is important to have those hard conversations early on. And this could be, us as an agency with prospective clients. It could be you with your internal C-suite team, trying to help them understand what the expected timeline is, and when you can hit that pivotal kind of break even point, or that point where affiliate tends to tip in the very positive direction, and you start to see quite a bit of scale.
Yeah. Nice. One question I will have you start with first. Why should brands care about leveraging a network?
Well, if anybody listened to the session with Alex, you would know exactly why you should leverage a network, specifically Reditus, because I don't know, Joran, if you paid Alex, but you're a great advocate and proponent of Reditus. But just taking a step back and thinking kind of in that network agnostic mentality, a network enables you to scale a program. Imagine before technology or before the internet, where people were doing stuff like this, and they're sitting there with with those old school their old school calculators, just calculating commissions and issuing individual checks out to 10, 20, hundreds, even thousands of partners. It's just very, very difficult to scale. And so a network really facilitates all of that. And if you have a small program with 5, 10 partners, okay, maybe you don't need a network. But if you're looking to go anywhere past that, and network really is needed.
Yeah, yeah, nice. And I think, I mean, I won't promote my own software, but I guess like as an affiliate myself, right? I think I joined 80 programs, and if you're not in a network, it basically forces the affiliate to log into all these portals separately. So I think I had 50, 60 different logins. I had to go in to figure out if I'm actually doing the right things, if I'm generating referrals, and if I'm actually generating paid referrals. So a network for an affiliate also allows them to actually manage everything from one single portal. They get used to the portal, they know exactly how it works, and ideally, they're also able to trust the data, and they're able to talk to somebody from the network if something is off. So making sure that they can really get in contact quickly and not just per program they have to get in contact.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be concerned. Sorry, I was just one thing to add. You shouldn't be concerned with pricing or time to integration. There's lots of different tools out there. Reditus, for example, right? With the freemium version, you should be able to jump in and learn pretty quickly. If it doesn't work for you, then then you can leave. You don't always have to spend $5,000 to get to get integrated and to start to work with the network. So check out the options out there. There's a lot of there's several of them, and see what works for you. But definitely you definitely want to figure something out.
Yeah, nice. And I do think we might have to speed up a little bit because are we halfway? And I think we're
We talk a lot.
okay. Let's talk about growth. I guess why is affiliate recruitment important?
I mean, this is kind of a to a certain extent a rhetorical question. I mean, affiliate recruitment is important because program diversity and program growth is important. And if you don't have additional affiliates, you don't have more affiliates, it's very difficult to grow the program. And I think I mentioned diversity. That is one of the key things to growing a successful program because things change a lot. And if you're dependent on one or two, big affiliates who are ranked number one and number two for Google search for some of these big keywords that that your brand wants to rank for, that's great. But as soon as Google changes their algorithms, all of a sudden you're kind of knocked out of that. You're kind of, or your partners are knocked out of that spot, and then all of a sudden you take a big hit. So it's really about making sure that you're well diversified and you're not just sitting in one bucket, because things can change, economic circumstances can can create some change, and so you want to be able to you want to be able to hedge your bets.
Yeah, yeah. And if I put the affiliate hat on, I think like my site still gets, I don't know, 5 to 10 emails a day that people want to have a backlink on my site, and they sometimes are willing to pay to $30, and I kind of go back to them like it costs you 500. So I think when you look at recruitment, for example, like one thing we are doing now within our platform is that we're going to allow brands to see what affiliates do we have in our network, but maybe even more important, as in like what is their preferred earning model. So do they want to do rev share? Do they want to cost per lead? Do they have maybe some kind of like rate card? Do they already have things they're already selling out of the box? So I mentioned in the newsletter, an ad on the site, things like that. So allowing affiliates to kind of already showcase themselves based on the terms they have set, where SaaS companies can see exactly what kind of audience do they have. Does it match with what we're looking for? I think that's going to be really important going forward, that you kind of match it based on audience and on the terms from both sides. So not just what the SaaS company wants to offer, but also what the affiliates wants to get in return, basically. So really going that route.
Yeah. And so you're in the next thing I know we wanted to chat about was just the affiliate offer, right?
Yep.
And what makes a good and an attractive affiliate offer, and kind of putting your partner or your affiliate hat on. Like, what do you want? What do you look for?
Money, as much money as possible. I mean, that's what any publisher affiliate wants, right? Ideally, lifetime, big commission, so you can really earn, I guess, big money. And as mentioned before already in the previous chat, like low churn, so you can really build like a new revenue channel which keeps compounding. So that is, I guess, like what every affiliate is looking for, right? And like what we typically see though, like I guess the more established, the more well-known a brand gets, the lower the commission and the lower the length, because it's also less effort from the affiliate to drive traffic towards it. So if you're an unknown company and you're trying to get me in as an affiliate, I would probably want more, maybe even an upfront fee, and maybe a rev share for a longer period, just because like you're using me and my network to get the ground running, right? So I would expect a bit more. Where if I'm applying to a program which is really established, the brand is really well known, then I would know that I'm not going to get lifetime 30%, for example.
Yeah, it's all about the risk you're willing to take, and at the end of the day, you're looking at your internal metrics, earnings per click, or whatever it is, and saying, I've got to make the best decisions of how much time I'm going to invest, whether that's creating content, whether it's pushing somebody else out of a certain slot if it's something like a comparison site, and those are all the things that I think on your side you're trying to figure out. And I think one of the things that we see that's really, really important with a lot of our clients is that B2B affiliate isn't as straightforward as B2C affiliate. And whereas B2C affiliate, everything is very discount driven. That's not the case on this side of things. And a lot of these partners, they could be consultants, they could be other companies, they could be all sorts of different people who aren't necessarily used to working in an affiliate model, and they may want different types of compensation. So I think one of the big takeaways I would throw out there for you guys with regards to offer is be flexible, because brands, partners will ask for different things, and I know, again, a lot of it comes down to money, but there are some other things that they will ask for, such as backlinks and things like that, which are of value to them.
No. Cool. Activation. I guess like what do we mean with this?
Yeah, well, this is one of, when you think about the biggest challenges in what we do on the brand side. Number one is bringing in partners, and we've been working and developing relationships with partners for a long time. So the recruitment aspect, we've kind of got that down, and we can do that fairly quickly. But the activation piece isn't always as straightforward and easy, and so we just you just always want to think about, and probably during your initial conversations with a partner, to say, hey, we've got this client, or we as a B2B SaaS brand have this great program. Here's what's going on. Here's what we think that, how we could work together. Have those conversations about what ideas you think they could potentially do, how they could potentially promote you, how you could work together. Have those ideas early on when you're having those initial recruitment conversations, because if they join the program, they're hot. If you wait another week to contact them, they've moved on to 27 other things. They've had 14 other people contacted them. They've joined a bunch of other programs. So you have to have that conversation when you have a partner's attention, and that usually is in the beginning, when you've kind of piqued their interest to go and actually apply for your program.
Yeah. From the affiliate side, like I probably wouldn't always want to have a conversation. So I guess the brand always wants to have a conversation where the affiliate has a lot of things going on, and you might not just want to really jump on a call. So if I look at like really Dutch blunt, I just want to know exactly what I need to get started and how to earn money by referring your SaaS company. Show me what's working, and basically help me get started. And like if you do that, then it's really easy to start recommending your SaaS. So
Yeah, absolutely. And then this activation piece, what it turns into once your program's running and you've got partners up and running, is the question kind of moves to, how can you optimize the performance of those partners? So question for you, Joran, on your side, like, what do you need help with as a partner, in terms of improving the performance, improving the conversion? What are some of the things that you would look for?
yeah, Yeah, so once you start actually recommending a SaaS brand, right, and you have referrals, you have paid referrals, then I would like to know how am I doing compared, I guess, to the other affiliates. So is my conversion rate higher, lower? Basically, how am I doing compared to the others? And kind of just help me to earn more on a consistent basis. So what do I need to do differently? What can I do better, basically, to earn more money by referring paid clients to yourself? So once you have that, I guess, process of like a steady stream of referrals, I want to know exactly what are the others doing, which is really working for them, so I can copy that as well.
Yeah, and this is important when kind of going back to resources and having people involved in the program, specifically for any of your top partners or any of your high performing partners. You need to constantly be auditing the campaigns and what they're doing, and send them over recommendations in an easy format they can digest and they can actually action on. So, you can call them partner audits, you can call them site audits, you can call them whatever you want, but if going back to Joran's last point on the activation slide, you know give him three bullet points of three things that they can do to improve performance based on what you're seeing with other partners. You have all that insight, you have the insight from other channels. I mean, you are the brand, so you should be bringing them what they need to be successful and giving them kind of the keys to be able to unlock that success.
Yeah. Last one, um, tracking metrics. I mean, I don't even want to ask a question, but I guess I do. Why do we care about tracking metrics?
Yeah, I think, well, again, going back to the conversations and the long conversations we've had with plenty of CFOs over the year, it's the most ideal thing for us is to have that gold standard, or have that kind of one metric that we're really shooting for. And on the B2B side, it could be cost per free trial, it could be cost per sale, it could be cost per new customer, paid customer. There's a lot of different ways that different companies look at this, but what's really helpful is to have that one metric, and then to be able to kind of create your kind of secondary KPIs that all roll up and support that particular metric. So that's the way that I would always think about it. And then if there was, I guess, one thing or one bit of advice I would say in terms of metrics, is that you know focus focus on volume, but pay very close attention to conversion through the funnel. And so a lot of times, again, referring back to what I had mentioned earlier, is conversion through the funnel indicates quality, indicates the quality that different partners are bringing in. So certainly high focus on that, and then thinking about that all helping to support what would probably be an overall efficiency metric for the program.
Yeah, yeah, and then the last thing, I guess, from the affiliate side, I mean, I want to know again what is working and what isn't. So, of course, I want to know exactly like my conversion rates as well. So, how much did they actually be able to convert into signups and then into paid? But also, for example, where is it coming from? So, when I look at my own site, it was a lot of it's a lot of content, but it's also a listing site. So, where is the traffic actually coming from, and what is converting better, for example? So, the more information I can get, the more I'm able to optimize and to do better. And I think give me as much as possible. So transparency is really key. So I want to know exactly what is working and what isn't, which sounds simple, but is really hard in many platforms.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's summarize and let's maybe do this quickly. Oh no, we don't. We dropped the summary slides. There we go. So, or did we not? I can't remember.
I don't think we need to summarize, but if there's any questions, we can certainly answer some questions if anybody's got any.
People are on fire. Like I keep seeing the fires popping up.
Uh-oh. People are on fire. I hope the questions aren't too difficult.
Nice. Oh, good. Oh, there we go. Stop sharing my screen.
I got a question for you guys. what's the biggest difference between B2B and B2C? Like, in your opinion, like the big difference maker between like creating a good affiliate program?
Number one, it's harder. I
Harder.
think harder. I think that's the number one piece. It's really and I've worked on the B2C side for many years, so I've got a lot of
Mhm.
experience. And there's a lot of nuance and detail that goes into managing B2C campaigns, but a lot of times you can hide behind large volume that are driven by coupon, cashback, loyalty, which is kind of where a lot of affiliate got its start, and it's still the case. So unfortunately, I've still yet to find those those folks on the B2B side that you can just tap, and then all of a sudden your revenue skyrockets, and you really see that initial growth. And I think that's part of the reason why it takes longer to scale on the B2B side than on the B2C side.
Yeah.
Great points. What do you think, Joran?
I mean, from my side, the potential is a lot bigger, right? So because it's B2B SaaS, it basically means is that, again, the ticket prices are going to be higher and it's recurring revenue. So it will take longer, 100% agree. But then, like, once you start doing the right things, it can compound. And then, like, that's definitely a big thing for the affiliates, where it's not a one-off, but it's basically a recurring commission which you can earn.
Yeah, and one of the things that I always liked, in terms of setting expectations and timelines, is you really have that first year, and if you can get to kind of a program break even by month 6 or by year 1, that's great. But what happens in affiliate, and specifically on the B2B side with recurring commissions, and is you tend to see things scale pretty quickly once you get into late year 1, year 2. And so that's kind of the beauty, is you do want to think about launching an affiliate program in kind of a, let's just say, the mindset of 2 years. I think anything less than that, you can start to make some pretty rash decisions pretty quickly, because
sure.
you're not seeing the performance that this usually the CFO would ideally like to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Setting those expectations, super important. I'd say like the recurring revenue model doesn't exist in the B2C world, but it is very rampant in B2B, and importantly so. And also, like, it's still in its infancy. Like, affiliates, there are some monster affiliates in the B2B space, but not like there are in the B2C. Like, it just doesn't exist yet, but it is coming. Like, this industry is growing so fast. We have one more really good question. This will be our last one, and then we're going to do some networking before we come back at the top of the hour in 12 minutes. But let's jump into the networking after this one last question from Bradley Mazzoni. Here we go. What is the most successful offer format you've received from an affiliate manager? Upfront, high commission, future increased commission. What do you guys think?
I think the most attractive for partners is whenever it's lifetime. I mean, I know they love to see that, and then from my perspective on the brand side and protecting brands, it's not what I would necessarily recommend or like to offer. I mean, we've gotten into trouble with programs that we've taken over who have lifetime commissions, and you've got partners making 6 figures a year and aren't doing anything new. They're
Right.
just making a lot of money based on what they've done years ago. And again, keep bringing the CFO back into it, but the CFO tends to be someone who pops into these conversations. That is not something that makes the CFO happy, and we've had to make some some pretty hard make some pretty hard recommendations and make some changes because of that.
Yeah, I guess when I look at it from my perspective, as in, if I still look at my site, which is still running, I don't do much with it. But the for example, the companies I would put on, if actually they offer an upfront fee, or basically an upfront payment, and a commission in return. So it's kind of like I can spend time on it because I already get paid for it. I don't know the brand that well, but even better is if they provide everything I need. So I just had an example this week where they paid an upfront fee, They provided me a blog, they provided me a listing. So the only thing I need to do is copy paste, and then I can actually get a rev share. The brand isn't that well known, so I'm not expecting that much money, I guess, from the rev share. But at least I got an upfront payment to at least cover my time and cost, basically. So
so clutch. Great answer there, both of you. We are going to cut it off there. We